air with her AY. Lucario's anti-air, really good at shutting that down. And both players with good bursts, so either way, we're going to have an exciting match.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this plays out. And let's get down to the wire now. With this bracket showing up after what we just saw from North America, I'm excited to start off Europe. All right, starting things off, though, we are going to see the Pika Libre versus the Lucario, and the aggression that we're going to see time and time again from Kira is going to be coming out, and let's see if we do have some answers coming in.
Yeah, we've talked yesterday a lot about how Kira, known for her comebacks, it's one thing that she's so good at doing is sort of getting into positions where it looks insurmountable, but she time and time again brings it back, and also a lot of times she does that with her Latios. We see her sticking to the Latios here, and already starts with it off, so I'll be curious to sort of track what cheer skill she's using. Oh, it must be Whimsical. She has Latios at the start in round 1, and Auramaster on the drop sheet, a classic pick there. So,
yeah, being able to have that Latios too to place that attacks around the enemy, just to make sure that they have struggle on trying to close in that gap, which is going to be key right here. And Kira answering right back, though, gets that grab to shift the phase and keep tacking on that pressure.
Yeah, nice Electro Web mix up. Oh, good CA to CA, just Auramaster putting themselves into a tricky spot, and Kira not being deterred, just sort of keeping the defensive plan up, lands another Electro Web. The speed downs that the Electro Web places on can be really tough too. Lucario not the fastest movement speed in field phase, so that you really feel the speed debuff.
Yeah, you can see already too how aggressive that Kira was able to really utilize that speed buff, and as well as now closing in this gap, dealing a good amount of damage onto Auramaster, but he does have that burst to try to make this comeback, but he's gonna have to tank over this damage first.
Yeah, and have to find an opening to call the Jirachi as well. The burst, of course, as good of opening as any, but oh, maybe overcommitting here? Yes, caught by the burst attack Akira.
He knew right there, Kira was aware that Auramaster wanted to get really aggressive after calling in the burst, and Kira, instead, she was able to react to it, caught him in the air, and now being able to get that follow-up, that is not going to be able to keep Auramaster over to the side, but the comeback, you have to consider right now, that buff is still onto Auramaster. He's trying to even things out right now, and he may be able to do so.
Yeah, this is going to be devastating. It will be enough. We talked about both these characters so scary and burst, and right here, round number 1, you see just why Lucario is so devastating. Pikachu Libre's burst and Lucario's burst mode, two of the most oppressive in the game. So seeing how they interact, I think there's going to be a lot of potential chicken being played over who goes to burst first. Kira can charge them more quickly, Lucario charges a little bit slower, so it's probably going to be Kira going to it first, but they want burst to answer each other's burst.
Yeah, that's why you have Auramaster having that Jirachi to help restore some of that synergy gauge right there, and also make that comeback potential with that damage boost. And Kira now trying to tack on some of that extra pressure, knew that Auramaster was playing extremely aggressive, did the weak of shield, so Kira instead was able to retaliate, get that grab, now is able to keep Auramaster over to the side, and is going to try to tack on so much of that damage utilizing that burst.
Yeah, and tack on that damage she will. Auramaster now the one playing from behind. Oh, caught! By the continuation there. Oh, the mix-up to the jab! Just wait into the Electro Web. That's going to be enough. Kira putting herself on the board.
And you can see how explosive these rounds have already been. Europe showing how aggressive they can be, and Kira putting up a good fight. Talk about comeback queen at the same time, right, Burnside? And now Auramaster is going to be able to start off this round with that burst meter at the ready.
Yeah, so this is so defining. We'll see if Auramaster chooses to go to burst before being in a bad position or decides to hold on to it. Because Kira, again, starting off strong, and she's really setting the pace all the way here. Hits a hit of homing and then drops it, but then just picks it back up with a neutral Y. That was really nice. Now, Auramaster, though, landing a counterattack and answers back. Okay, maybe slowing things down a little bit here. We'll see.
Yeah, just tries to stop Kira's momentum right there, because she opened that round up pretty strongly. Now shifting phase over, both these players, they do have that burst. Unfortunately, Miss Space is that option, but the immediate counter, though, is going to keep Kira over to the side, and she's going to be taking in a lot of damage. I love Auramaster's attempt on actually trying to close in that gap, but he was ready. You saw him hold the shield, and now you saw the counter going in, and Kira, she's only at 43 HP. Auramaster wants to take full utilization of this, because he has the advantage, and he does take it.
Yeah, Auramaster, really well-placed 6X there and closes it out against Kira. Didn't even need burst, and this set so far has been a brawl. I said things might be slowing down, but they're not slowing down at all. Just Auramaster has foot on the gas and looking so strong. So Kira, I felt like Vicky, Kira was completely in control, and Auramaster was just landing the hits at the right time to put himself in a position to close that one out.
It really looked like Auramaster was maintaining their cool, and you saw how whenever they saw Kira put themselves in a vulnerable position, because Kira's playing extremely aggressive here, Auramaster took full advantage of that. Now Auramaster's stuck against the wall. You saw Kira taking advantage over the fact that Auramaster's playing pretty passively, does get that grab, and is still going to be able to attack on some of that chip pressure. I love the mobility though, Kira getting out of that radius of Auramaster's attack, and still is going to be able to try to attack on the extra pressure, dashes forward and gets the grab.
Yeah, Kira using double team really effectively in field phase so far. Just a different mix-ups with the extreme speed going to shut down her offense there. And Auramaster goes into a nice Oki, but Kira into burst. Auramaster, brave use of CA there, reacts to the enhanced press there and just turning it around and neutralizing half of Kira's burst.
Yeah, being able to use the Bone Rush right there as well to extend Auramaster, taking a lot of the damage, but now that Latios is going to come forward from Kira, that's going to keep Auramaster stuck over to the side. Can he get out? Yes, he can, and he does hold shield, and Kira knew that pressure was on Auramaster, so she goes up for the follow-up grab.
Yeah, nice throw there. Auramaster may be really afraid there of the Electro Web, so gets caught by a homing attack. And now Kira in a strong position here. Auramaster using the opportunity to call Jirachi, though, and has burst. We've seen how scary Lucario can be.
Especially with that damage boost too. Look how much damage Kira is taking. The comeback is real. The patience is there. And you see the burst getting pulled out. Is this going to be it for inside Kira? The lead that she built up for herself has now dwindled away before her eyes.
Burst Lucario's comeback potential is devastating. Just devastating. Kira had a 70% HP lead, it looked like, and in a matter of 10 seconds, Auramaster deleted it. And now Auramaster on set point against Kira.
And that's why having a Jirachi is just so important. Not only being able to take full advantage of that burst, but having that attack power-up boost is also so lethal. Kira, though, she's not going down without a fight, and she's still attacking on that extra pressure. She's holding on to that burst meter as well. Now, retaliating right back, though, is Auramaster with the burst meter themselves and trying to build up some of that assist gauge, though. Akira's going to be able to have the Latios first.
Yeah, and Auramaster just keeping on it. Kira with a beautiful jump out, though. Great reaction to the Force Palm and lands a counterattack. Okay, gonna use the Latios really aggressively here, then goes into burst. Auramaster jumped out in the last situation. We'll see if Kira's ready for a jump out here. Goes for the anti-air. So keeping Auramaster locked down, and we see how threatening that can be. Lands the Electro Web and just gets knocked out of it, but that could have been so much worse for Auramaster, who's now in burst, and this is scary for Kira.
I was scared. The fact that Kira was able to jump over that was a little risky right there, but she does manage to get that cross up and get herself off of that wall situation. Countered though, and you can see the way that Auramaster's playing. I love the cancel though out of that shield. Knew that Kira wanted to go for a grab at the same time, and that just put her in a bad position.
Yeah, just 1 HP left for Kira. Oh, nice backdash to avoid the counterattack. That was frame perfect, but it's going to be Auramaster who takes it 2-0 over Kira.
What a set to watch. Both of these players playing so explosively, and what a way to make a statement with our first match looking at the European side of the bracket.
Yeah, that might be one of our most energetic...